You know the saying that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? It's very true with Angel Reese's mom. Now, I don't like to go after people's parents unless they become a story of the sport. In this case, she's part of the story.
Angel Reese's mom just exploded. And no, not over a foul call. After Caitlin Clark single-handedly shattered TV ratings like they were a backboard, Mama Ree went full-court press on social media, and it was anything but a friendly handshake line. Is this sportsmanship or just plain pettiness wrapped in glittery resentment? Buckle up, because when your daughter's rival becomes a ratings queen, the claws come out. Let's break down this courtside drama like never before.
Well, my goodness. This news will probably leave Angel Reese's mom in shambles at this point. Of course, she's upset.
Angel Reese's mom was not having it. And by not having it, we mean she went full Olympic-level mental gymnastics trying to explain how her daughter was clearly the ratings darling of the universe. Even as TV ratings pointed to Caitlin Clark dunking all over the Nielsen charts like she was getting revenge for every time someone misspelled her name on a Starbucks cup. Angel Reese's mom, reportedly wearing a crown made of LSU merch and clutching a "My daughter is better than yours" tote bag, demanded to speak to whoever was in charge of televised sports and possibly the galaxy itself.
So, Caitlin Clark, had almost 15,000 people in that arena, basically sold out at Carver. And she tweeted this.
Oh, that certain fan base looking in the stands celebrating attendance, while others are looking up in the rafters celebrating championships, banners. We ain't the same. Different year, same haters. Have a great day. Well, aren't you the same hater of Caitlin Clark, living off her coattails?
I find this highly unnecessary. It sounds like hateration to me. And this is what I mean by insecurities. Insecurity is loud, confidence is quiet.
Because clearly the only reason Reese's preseason game didn't get eyeballs was due to some elaborate multi-layered Illuminati-adjacent conspiracy against Baton Rouge royalty. Meanwhile, America just didn't tune in. They collectively blinked, shrugged, and said, "Wait, LSU's playing who again?" and went right back to watching Caitlin Clark make defenders reconsider their life choices in real time. It was like comparing a firecracker to a firework finale at the Super Bowl. And Reese's mom, she stormed social media like she was leading a revolution, only to discover the village had already left to go watch Clark drop threes from distances NASA should be measuring. Because, let's be honest.
She made a couple of comments a couple of days ago about people literally covering statistical data involving attendance. That's a problem. That's hate. We aren't the same. Okay, I don't know what to tell.
We're handing out participation trophies for hype. Angel Reese would have needed a second trophy case just for the preseason alone. ESPN could have aired her warm-up stretches on a jumbotron in Times Square, and her mom still would have claimed Caitlin Clark had somehow sabotaged the lighting. There's delusion, and then there's how dare you not worship my daughter after she airballed her fourth jumper in a row energy. Guess which one we're dealing with here?
Did Caitlin Clark say something about Angel Reese's mom or anything Angel Reese related? Absolutely not. Why don't you just mind your own business and continue playing basketball and support your daughter? Right? That's what you're supposed to do as a mother. Support your daughter and hope she does well in this league, right? Because you don't hear Caitlin Clark going after her, going, why is she at the Met Gala? It's really unnecessary and very petty of her, especially a grown-ass woman. But now I realize why Angel Reese the way she is, because it's her mom.
And let's rewind to the preseason game in question. An event so underwhelming even the popcorn vendors were nodding off between quarters. The only folks watching were players' families, a few loyal friends, and one extremely confused guy who thought he'd stumbled into a G League tryout. The energy so flat you could have balanced a water bottle on the court and started a viral TikTok challenge. But don't tell that to Angel Reese's mom. To her, this wasn't just a game. It was the Super Bowl, the Oscars, and the Beyoncé Renaissance Tour combined. And how dare America not treat it?
This was a preseason WNBA game. Do you understand what I mean? A preseason WNBA game. By the way, why the hell is the Paige Beckers and Angel Reese ratings from Ion Network Friday, why are they MIA right now?
In Reese's world, a magical place where everyone claps when you fumble the ball and every missed layup is somehow part of the plan. There's no such thing as disappointing ratings, only misunderstood greatness. So, when the numbers came in and it looked like a rerun of Antique Roadshow pulled more viewers, Reese's mom strapped on her metaphorical cape and dove head first into damage control PR. And by PR, we mean Instagram stories, cryptic tweets, and passive-aggressive comments like, "Real queens don't need ratings to prove their worth," which is adorable if you ignore the fact that Caitlin Clark just set every broadcast ablaze like she's auditioning for Game of Thrones. She's not playing basketball, she's performing sorcery. The only thing missing is a wand and a sorting hat. Meanwhile, Angel Reese was busy redefining mid-don't worry, her mom had theories. Oh boy, did she have theories. It wasn't that people were watching Clark because she's exciting, skilled, and occasionally breaks physics. No, it was clearly a setup. Maybe the cameras were blurry during Reese's game. This pettiness,
this insecurity, this bravado, this inflated ego, it stems from the mom, man. It was unnecessary dig. Like, okay, you're still living off of college. The national title is literally 2 years ago with LSU. We're going on year 3 in a couple of months. Why are you still living off that? How about you tell your daughter to work on her jump shot, stop missing layups? She missed a layup in the last preseason game on a fast break.
Maybe there was a hidden algorithm deep in the bowels of some streaming platform tirelessly working 24/7 just to suppress the stream. Maybe Mercury was in retrograde. Venus was ghosting Mars and LSU's uniforms weren't aligned with the chakra frequencies required to unlock national viewership. Perhaps the moon was in a passive-aggressive mood and decided to mess with the Wi-Fi signal. Clearly, something cosmically nefarious had to be at play because it couldn't possibly just be, people's viewing preferences. That's too logical, too boring, too painfully real. And let's just pause. No, really. Let's pause to appreciate the pure unfiltered comedy of someone launching into a full-blown Stage 5 meltdown over preseason numbers. Not the championship, not the playoffs, preseason. That's like losing your mind because your garage band's first basement concert didn't outgross Taylor Swift's record-breaking stadium tour. Or expecting your nephew's lemonade stand to outperform Starbucks because he used organic lemons, bless your sweet, delusional heart. Truly.
But if you guys did not see, right here, the Fever Brazil game came to 1.3 million viewers. 1.3 million viewers to an exhibition game. Not even a preseason game. An exhibition game. An exhibition game. An exhibition game. They came to an exhibition game. Or say they came to watch an exhibition game. That was a 60-point game, and Caitlin Clark checked out at the end of the third quarter. And it averaged 1.3 million viewers, which is absolutely crazy.
But here's the kicker. Clark didn't just quietly win the ratings war. No, she incinerated the battlefield, dropped a MIC on the smoldering ruins, painted her initials in the ashes like a medieval warlord with a Sharpie, and then casually turned the whole scene into a TikTok highlight reel. The narrative wasn't close. It wasn't even competitive. It was Clark's show and everyone else. They were just unwilling extras trying to figure out why their camera time got cut. Want to try rewriting the script? You'll need more than astrology and conspiracy theories for that. There's something uniquely hilarious about watching someone cling to a narrative while the scoreboard spells out a totally different reality. Angel Reese's mom went from "this is just the beginning" to "this is a biased system orchestrated by Clark's PR team ESPN and possibly aliens faster than a fast break." It wasn't denial. It was an art form.
Caitlin Clark say something about Angel Reese's mom or anything Angel Reese related? Absolutely not. Why don't you just mind your own business and continue playing basketball and support your daughter? right? That's what you're supposed to do as a mother. Support your daughter and hope she does well in this league, right? Because you don't hear Caitlin Clark going after her, going, why is she at the Met Gala? You know? It's really unnecessary and very petty of her, especially a grown-ass woman. But now I realize why Angel Reese the way she is. Because it's her mom. This pettiness, this insecurity, this bravado, this inflated ego. It stems from the mom, man.